Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's matchup of the Silvio Cheaton Generals versus the Boyden Hall Comets. Tonight for your starting lineup of the girls portion of tonight's stream. Starting for Comets, we have number 5, Brooke Zelstra, junior. Number 25, Brianna Klein-Woltrink, a senior. Number 31, Mallory Niles, a junior. Number 33, Erica Pottebaum, a senior. And number 41, Whitney Anderson, a senior. For your generals, number 21, Ariana Newcastle, a freshman. Number 23, Kelly Greenfield, a sophomore. Number 24, Brannigan Steichen, a junior. Number 30, Michaela Block, a senior. And number 32, Abby Boss, a freshman. Coming in this game, your Generals currently holding a record of 0-14. Comets with a record of 7-5. All right, starting off with the game. Comets will start off the game with the ball, winning the tip. Pass goes down, and Comets 2 points already on the board. Generals break the press. Kelly Greenfield with the save for the Generals. Comets are there to block the ball. Generals taking the ball out of bounds. Boss with the three, no good. Block with the rebound, and the putback is good. 2 points for the Generals. Comets rushing up the court now. Pass down low. Goes up for 2, and it's good. Basket made by Potterbomb for the Comets. Comets here with a press against the Generals. Generals turn it over. Passes down low. Good teamwork action there. Zylstra scores the basket on that one. Generals fighting for the ball on the press. Goes out of bounds. Out of bounds by the Comets. Generals ball.
Generals looking to get down low there. Up for 2, no good. Comets got the rebound. Gonna push up the ball court. Push the ball up the court hard. Down low there. No good for 2. Gonna be a foul on the Comets there. Gonna be Generals ball. Pass slips out of Station's hand. Comets are going to grab that and put it up for 2. Brooks Zylstra. Noonkester bringing the ball up for the Generals. Going to draw a foul there. Comets up for 3. No good. Michaela Block with the rebound. Noonkester going to bring the ball up now. Going to be out of bounds there. Comets ball. Comets swinging around the outside, looking to get down low. They get their opportunity. Going to be a foul there. It looks like the foul's going to be on number 30, Michaela Block. First one's good. Mallory Neal's shooting. She is 75% from the free throw line so far this year. Really making that apparent here. He's sinking both of those. General scrambling for the ball there. A little bit of scrap on the ground. Able to come out with it. It's going to be out of bounds there, though, it looks like. Off Comets, General's ball. Noonkester getting stuck a little bit there. Able to get the ball across to Block. Block up for 2 there, no good. Comets are going to grab that rebound. Comets up for 2 there, no good.
Noonkester with the ball for the Generals here. Generals down low to Greenfield. Greenfield kick out to Boss. Boss going to drive and go up for 2, and it will fall. 2 more points for the Generals. Comets looking to get something going here. Pass around.
Swinging around the outside, looking for that middle man and down low.
Down low to
Looks like
Niles.
they got it.
Shots up, and it's good. Shot made by Niles. Generals breaking the press.
Struggling to catch a couple of them passes there. Able to maintain control of the ball, though.
Down low to block. Looks like there's going to be on the ground foul called against number 5.
Brooks Zylstra.
Excuse me, 31, Niles. Newcastle will be taking on the ball for the Generals. Just out of the hands of Michaela Block and will roll out of bounds, making a Comets ball. Comets skip pass.
Down low in the lane. Jump shot from the free throw line. And it's good.
Anderson with 2 there for the Comets. Very good ball movement by the Comets.
Comets really, that press is really working for him, it looks like. General swinging around the outside, looking to get something going here.
Generals down low to block, bounces off her foot, and Comets will take the ball over.
Deep pass down there. Gonna be a jump shot off the corner, no good.
Rebound there by Abby Boss. Richardson looking down low, pass down to Greenfield, kick out to Boss. Down low to block, gets tipped by the Comets. Comets skip pass down to Pottebaum. Pottebaum goes up with it, and it's good.
Richardson able to get the ball across the court for the Generals. Noonkester with it now. Over to Boss in the corner. Up for 3. Sorry, pass down to the block, no good.
Generals save it out to Richardson. Richardson goes up for 2, and it's good. Ten-point game here with just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Zelstra up for 3, no good.
It's going to be out of bounds, white ball there. Generals ball.
Comets there with a tight D, but picks up a foul against the Generals. Foul is on number 41, Winnie Anderson. That is her second foul of the night. Team's 4th foul for the half. Generals currently sitting with 1 team foul, Comets with 4.
Generals running a stack off the sideline here.
Newcastle bringing it up for the Generals. Passes across court to Richardson.
Richardson driving down.
Gets blocked by number 45, Van Ace. Newcastle out to Greenfield. Gets stolen by the Comets. Passes up to Van Roekel, who is then fouled by Abby Boss. That is Boss's first foul of the night, team second half. Coming in this game, Van Roekel shooting 50% from the free throw line. First one's no good.
Second one, no good as well. Michaela Block with the rebound.
Down low to Block. Block goes up for 2, and it's good. 8-point game here with just over a minute left in the first quarter.
Comets working the ball around the outside. They definitely favor the post players.
Pass down low to Zelstra. It goes up for 2, no good. Zelstra with the rebound, though. The putback is good. Comets still pushing on that hard press. Steals the ball.
Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it. They've been able to get a couple of steals on that press already. Up for 3.
Niles, no good. Niles drives in again, goes up for 2, gets fouled on her way up by Michaela Block. She will be shooting 2 from the line. That is Block's second foul in the night, team's third for the half. Coming in this game, Niles shooting 75% from the free throw line. First one is good. Second one also falls. Niles, the leading scorer currently of the Comets, sitting with an average of 17.7 points per game. And like Cody said, Comets pushing on that hard press just to get a lead early off in the game. Currently had 12 points with just over 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Boss goes up for 2, misses Block with the putback is good.
Some good rebounding there.
Niles down low to Potamon. Back out Zelstra up for 3, no good. Richardson with a rebound.
Try to get that last shot up, not quite in time.
That draws to an end of the first quarter of the girls' portion of tonight. Current score 10-20. Generals down by 10 points. Generals sitting with 3 team fouls. Comets sitting with 4. Coming in this game, like we said, Comets 7-5. Generals 0-14. Previous game for both teams ended in losses. Generals losing to West Line 26-61. The Comets losing to MOC Floyd Valley 32-52 last Friday night. Comets with a tight D once again on the Generals. Generals try to run a stack. Gets tipped by the Comets though. Abby Boss recovers the ball.
Uncomfortably close to that half-court line, might I add.
Skip pass to Richardson.
Tries to drive baseline, but no room there.
Down low to Block. Block back out to Nooncastle to the top of the key. Looking to set up a play here. Down low to Block. Block looking to pass. Drives, kicks out to Richardson.
Skip pass over to Boss in the corner.
Boss pass over to Richardson. Richardson's up for 2. No good. Block on the ground. Took a hard hit there, but she's right back up on her feet. Station's going to check in for block there. Just making sure everything's good with her. Richardson looking for a pass. Turns it over. Looks like there'll be a foul called on Abby Boss going for the ball. That is Boss's second foul of the night. Team's fourth foul for the half.
Comet swinging the ball around the outside there. Down low. Up for two.
Zelstra, no good. Boss there for the rebound. Jump ball, Comet's ball.
No points have been scored in the second quarter so far.
Kick out. And Waltering goes up for three. No good, though. Looks like it'll be tipped by the Comets. General's ball. Comets. Tight press once again. Generals break it. Get across half court. Newcastle looking to set something up.
Comets playing some really tough defense.
Van Rokel with the steal there.
Glenn Weltering for three, no good. Rebounded by Abby Boss. Nooncastle able to get the ball across half court there. Looking to pass down low, but swatted by the Comets. They're going to take it back their way. Going to go up for two, but blocked by Brannigan Station. Boss going to drive down low. Going to be a travel there.
Comets looking to set something up, setting screens up top. Zelstra up for three, and it's good.
First points of the second quarter.
Van Rokel with the steal, up for two, and it's good.
Blocked there by the Comets.
Still General's ball.
Comets doing an amazing job with that press they have set up. It's really working for them.
Just past Station, passing in bounds. Comets with the steal.
Driving baseline there. Jump shot blocked by Michaela Block. Living up to her last name there.
Nooncastle goes up for two. Fouled on her way up. We'll be shooting two from the line. Coming in this game, Newcastle shooting 81% from the line. First shot is good. Currently a 14-point game. We're here with just under 4.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Generals down 11-25. Generals sitting with 14 fouls. Comets with 6. Second shot will not drop. Comets passing up the court.
Number 11.
Van Rokel up for 3, no good. Potabom with the rebound. The putback is good, and there will be an and one. Should be shooting 1 free throw from the line. Once again, coming in his game. Niles, 75% for the free throw line. Very reliable shooter for the line for the Comets.
Made all 4 of hers so far tonight.
First shot's up, no good. Block there for the rebound for the Generals. Down low to block. Back down low to block. Just over her head. Goes out of bounds and will be Comets ball. Comets looking down low. 3 seconds in the paint called against the Comets. Generals ball.
One thing I think is important to remember is the Generals don't have a very deep bench. So these players that are out here are really, these and a couple more are really all they've got. So fatigue definitely starts to play a role as the game goes on, gets later into the game.
Yes, Comets we've seen throughout the whole game subbing in and out. General situation, they don't really have that much options for a deep bench. Not very many on the bench to sub in and out to give each other breaks. So a lot of the starters will be out there for basically the whole game. 3 is up, no good. Potabom with the rebound. Gets tipped by Noonkester, goes out of bounds. Generals ball.
Generals trying to run that stack again. Noonkester able to take a pass there.
Noonkester looking to set something up for the Generals. Greenfield looking. Skip pass over to Noonkester. Down low to Boss. Gets stolen by Potabom. Skip pass over to Zoet. No good. Zelser there for the rebound and the putback, and it's good. Now, an 18-point game. Station wide open lane, drives in, but kicks it out to Greenfield. Greenfield will pull up for 2, and it's good.
Good shot selection there from Greenfield.
Zelsa drives in for 2, and it's good.
Stolen there by the Comets. Comets working around the outside, looking like they're going to try and set up a play here. Going to be a travel there. There we go, the Comets subbing in again. Something the Generals, like we mentioned, are pretty limited on options for.
Comets try to save a pass right to Greenfield. Greenfield misses a 2. Comets passing up the court now. Zelsa drives in for 2, and it will fall.
foul there on number 5, Brooks Zylstra. Her first for the night, team 7th for the half. Went for that steal, reached in a little too far there.
Kelly Greenfield will be shooting 2 from the line. Coming to this game, Kelly Greenfield shooting 60.9% from the free throw line.
Gets that first one to fall.
Second shot's up. Won't fall. Comets with the rebound. Passing up the court. Van Rokel down the Pottebaum. Pottebaum up for 2, and it's good. Nice movement there by the Comets.
This Comet still putting on that press we've seen all game.
Greenfield over to Boss.
Boss is going to get fouled there.
Boss will be shooting 2 from the line. Fouls on number 25, Klein Waltering, for the Comets. Coming in this game, Boss is shooting 63.6% from the free throw line. Shots up, no good. Comets with the rebound. Pottebaum up the court. Over to Damstra. Damstra down to Van Ace. No good. Van Ace will go over Cron's head there. Out of bounds, General's ball.
Greenfield able to get it into Huff there.
Stolen by the Comets. Comets up for 3. Richardson with the rebound. Boss gonna drive in for 2. No good. Boss with the rebound again.
Gonna be
Brings
a jump.
it down. Jump ball. Greenfield up for 2. No good. Nooncastle with the rebound.
Tries to go down low to Boss. Can't quite get it to connect.
Van
Go for the-
Rokel up for 3. No good. Nebel drawn end to the second quarter of the girls' portion of tonight's stream. Current score 14-35. Generals down by 21. Generals with 5 team fouls in the first quarter. Comets with 8. Comets putting on that tight D along with the tight press that they had all during the first half, extending their lead that they're currently holding. When we come back, we'll catch you guys in the second half of the girls' game. Welcome back to the stream. Started the third quarter here. Current score 14-35. First quarter ended. Generals down 10-20. Currently a 21-point game here. Potabom up for three, no good. Newcastle driving up the court for the Generals. Generals looking down low to block. Block's going to go for two. No good. Block with the putback. Also no good. Get tipped off Potabom for the comments. It'll stay Generals ball.
Nooncastle going to take the ball out for the Generals here for the second time. Gets it into Block. Block tips it, misses the catch. It's out of bounds. Comets ball. Comets swinging the ball around. Up for three. No good there. Number 5, Brooks Zylstra with that 3-point. Jump shot for two, no good. Niles.
Generals with the rebound.
Going to be out of bounds on the Generals. Comets ball. Zylstra going to bring the ball up for the Comets.
Shot is good.
Niles for three.
Newcastle up for two. Gets fouled on her way up. Shot does not drop. She'll be shooting two from the line. Said earlier, 81% from the free throw line currently this year.
Very good free throw shooter. First one's good. Second one not quite there. Comets there for the rebound.
Zylstra shooting from the free throw line. First one goes in. Coming in his game, Zylstra shooting 58.3% from the free throw line. Timeout currently. Generals down 24 points. Zylstra shooting your second. Second will go in. Comets still holding that tight D. Makes the Generals turn over. Comets driving straight in. Kick out. Zelsa's going to go around the Generals. Shot does not drop. Block there for the rebound for the Generals.
Greenfield from the top of the key, not quite there.
Potabom bringing up the court for the Comets. Drives right in as Greenfield's looking away. Layup is good. 2 more points for the Comets.
Boss going to drive in. Shot's no good, though.
Niles drives in. No good. Potabom with the rebound on the other side of the basket. Putback is good.
Richardson now with the ball for the Generals. Looking to get something going here. Down to Greenfield. Back out to Noonkester. Back down to Greenfield. Up to the top of the key to Boss for 3. Not quite good.
Clyde Weltering with the rebound. Drives all the way to the basket. Goes up for 2. Gets rebounded on the way up and will be shooting 2 from the line. Foul is on number 21. Ariana Newcastle. That is her second foul of the night. Team's second for the half. Clyde Weltering coming in his game. Shooting 69.7% for the free throw line. First one will fall.
Boss with the ball now. Skip pass over to Richardson on the other side of the court. Down low to block. She's going to go up with that. Not quite. Gets the rebound herself out to Noonkester for 3. It's good. 3 points for the Generals. Niles for 3 there. No good.
Noonkester bringing up the ball for the Generals. Boss is going to drive in. Goes up for 2. Gets fouled on her way up. She'll be going to the line. Shooting 2 free throws. Once again, coming in this game, Boss shooting 63.6% from the free throw line.
Boss able to get that second one to fall for her. Comets now at the top of the key. Down to the block. Up for the reverse layup. Not quite there. Back up for 2. No good as well. Generals grab that rebound. Greenfield there with that rebound for the Generals. Noonkester going to push the ball hard up the court. Down low to block. Tipped, but recovered. Up for 3. Not quite there. Noonkester grabs her own shot. Off to Richardson. Richardson down to block. Block out to Boss. Boss down to Greenfield. Greenfield over to block. Stolen. Comets can't get that layup to shoot. There's going to be a foul there. It looks like it's going to be an offensive foul. Generals ball. Nooncastle going to run the ball up for the Generals once again. Timeout there. Timeout Generals. It's going to be a 30-second timeout.
Current score 19-46. Generals down by 27. Generals sitting with 2 team fouls at the half. Comets with 4 team fouls at half. Comets showing that tight D throughout the whole game. Putting on a press right away to start. Keeping up throughout the game.
Block down low, going to go up. You're fouled on the way up. Michaela Block shooting 38.5% from the free throw line so far this season.
Second shot's up. No good. Niles with the rebound for the Comets. Niles driving up the court. Gonna have wide open lane.
Bounce pass and then up for 2.
Potabom with the 2 there. Boss down low to Greenfield. Back out to Nooncastle. Nooncastle up for 3. No good though. Block fights for the rebound. Pass over to Greenfield. Greenfield back down to Block. Block kicks out to Richardson. Richardson tips it off Potabom. Goes out of bounds and will stay General's ball.
General's going to run that stack play once again. Ball's going to go into Abby Boss. She's going to drive down, go up for 2. Not quite. Block with the rebound, goes for the putback and gets fouled on the way up.
Foul. In the Comets. Number 25. That is Klein Waltrink's 3rd foul of the night. That is Comets' 16th foul for the half.
Currently, three of the 5 Comets that are on the court right now have 3 fouls. Klein Waltrink, Niles, and Potabom all sitting with 3 currently.
Second shot does not fall.
General's looking a little better in the...
Klein Waltrink drives in for 2. Gets it to fall.
General's looking a little better in the foul situation. Block with 3, Noonkester with 2, and Boss with 2. Boss loses her dribble there, goes over to Richardson, able to keep a hold of that. Tipped, I'm going to say General's ball. Tipped by number 33, Erica Potabom.
Fresh players coming in for the Comets. General's looking to get something set up here. Greenfield looking down low. Pulls up for 2. Gets tipped on her way up. No good. Comets with the rebound. Grond is going to go for 2, but gets fouled on her way up. Foul is on number 24, Brannigan Station, for the Generals. That is her first foul of the night. Team's third foul for the half.
First shot's no good. Second shot's up, and it falls.
Braun shooting 60% coming in this game.
Richardson bringing the ball up for the Generals. Pass over to Boss. Boss to Greenfield on the elbow. Elbow down.
Over to block. Gets tipped by the Comets, though. Goes out of bounds and will stay Generals ball.
Boss for three.
Up for three, no good. Niles there for the rebound for the Comets. Grahn bringing up the ball for the Comets. Shot up for three, no good.
Richardson down to the Boss in the corner. Boss is going to drive baseline there. Gets caught up, goes up for a shot. Nothing there. It's going to be a jump ball, General's ball.
Abby Boss takes a charge for the Generals. Foul is on number 33, Erica Pottebaum. That is her fourth foul for the night. Team's seventh foul for the half. Greenfield pulls up for two, no good. Rosaboom with the rebound for the Comets.
Comets finger on the outside, gonna go up for three there for a buzzer beater. Doesn't quite get it there.
That draws an end for the third quarter. Current score 19-51. Generals down by 32 points now. Well, we saw the beginning of the game. First quarter ended Generals down by 10 points, 10-20. Second quarter ended Generals down by 21 points, 14-35. Now Generals down by 32 points, 19-51.
That differential just keeps seeming to be growing for them.
For some stats for you, Generals currently sitting at 32% from the two-point range, 14% from the three-point range, 27% from the field goal overall, and 31% from the free throw.
Boyden Hall shooting 53% from the two-point range, 15% from the three-point range, 43% from the field in general, and 69% on free throws. Comets going to start the fourth quarter with the ball here.
Kelly Greenfield with the block. Pass up to Rosamund, goes up for two, no good. Block there for the rebound for the Generals.
Noonkester bringing the ball up. Off to Richardson. Greenfield at the top of the key with it. Over to Richardson. Down to Greenfield down low. Block up for two.
Falls. Rond up for three, and it's good.
The bank is open.
Noonkester up for two, gets fouled on her way up. Shooting two for the line once again. Noonkester Seems to be a free throw shooter the Generals can count on. Currently sitting at 81% free throw percentage coming to this game. First shot is good. Second shot will also drop.
Comets rushing hard down the court. Down low, wide open lane. Klein Waltering for 2. Charlie Baumgars with the bounce pass to her there. Blocks and you go up for 2, not quite. Comets with a fast break, 2 more points. For number 23, Emma Zoet. Noonkester down in the corner. Over to Greenfield, who goes up for 2 and is able to get that shot to fall.
Klein Waltering down. Baumgars. Shot doesn't fall. Noonkester with the rebound.
Ball swatted away there. Still only going to be a fast break. Looks like it's going to be an easy 2-point layup right there for the Comets. Number 25, Brianna Klein Waltering.
Generals looking to get something going here. Richardson up for 3, no good. Noonkester with the rebound.
Stolen by the Comets.
So up for 2, no good. Baumgars down to Van Ace. Up for 2, and it's good. Stolen by the Comets. Station with the steal.
Stolen back up for 2, no good.
Up for 2, no good. Comets with the rebound again.
Swinging around the outside, down in the corner.
Ground up for 2. It's going to get fouled. Foul's on the ground. Foul is on number 21, Sydney Damstra. That's her 3rd foul of the night. Team's 8th foul for the half. Greenfield up for 2, and it's good. Down low for the Comets. Kick out. Ground's going to drive in. Gets fouled by Station. That is Station's 2nd foul in the night. Team's 5th foul for the half.
Noonkester bringing the ball up for the Generals again. Over to Station. Station over to Block on the top of the free throw line there. To Richardson, to Station, over to Greenfield, Sorry, Noonkester. Noonkester down to Boss. Boss up for 2, no good. Comets with a fast break. Going to be a foul on the ground there.
Be a timeout called there.
Current score, Comets 65, Generals 27.
Game so far. First quarter ended 10-20. Generals down by 10. Second quarter ended 14-35. Generals down by 21. Third quarter ended 19-51. Generals down by 32. Now, fourth quarter. Current score 27-65. Generals down by 38. Comets taking it out of bounds. Gets it in bounds, but Greenfield steals the ball.
Noonkester going to press the ball up the court for the Generals. Down low the block, tipped. Alexis Huff's able to save it.
Noonkester with the double dribble. Ron bringing up the ball for the Comets.
Comets finger on the outside. He's going down, driving the lane there. Up for 2, no good. Put back is no good as well.
Looks like it'll go out of bounds. Tipped by the Comets. Generals ball. Block down low to Greenfield. Greenfield kick out to Noonkester. Noonkester up for 3, no good. Block fighting for the rebound.
Gonna be
Jump
a jump
ball.
Generals ball on that one.
Looks like there will be a timeout called for the Generals.
Gonna be a 1-minute timeout. Boss going to drive down into the lane there. Up for 2 is going to be fouled.
Fouls on number 45. Van Ace. That is her first foul of the night. Team's 9th foul for the half. Boss's first shot will drop. Coming in this game, Boss shooting 63.6% from the free throw line. Second shot won't drop.
Comets with the rebound. 2, rims out.
Ingevall with the rebound for the Generals.
Going to be a jump ball there. That one's probably going to be Comet's ball. Indeed it is. Comet's going to go look down low there. Not quite able to get a pass to connect. Generals grab the steal. Comets grab the ball back after a tip. Just 10 seconds left in the game here. Comets just working the ball around.
Ron drives in, goes up for 2, no good. Comets with the rebound. Damshaw up with the shot, no good. Comets for a buzzer beater, no good. And that will draw an end to the girls' game tonight. Final score 28-65. Boynton Hall's record now 8-5. Generals 0-15. As we saw throughout the game, first quarter ended 10-20. Generals down by 10 points. First half ended 14-35. Generals down by 21 points. Third quarter ended 19-51. Generals down by 32 points. Final score 28-65. Generals losing by 37 points. I'll draw an end to the game, and we will catch you guys in the first quarter of the boys' game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here tonight to the Suglo Cheatin boys versus the Boyden Hull Comets here tonight. Coming into this game, Boyden Hull Comets, are 11-0. They are undefeated this season. As for the Generals are 7-6. In just a minute, the starting lineup for the Comets will be number 3, Brett Vanderwilt, number 10, Carter Francis, number 11, Bo DeYoung, number 23, Spencer Tislaw, and number 55, Keaton Moser. On the Generals, starting lineup will be number 14, Thomas Doden, number 21, Lane Kangeman, number 22, Rylan Marco, number 33, Grant Brower, and number 35, Caleb Mayer. We'll be started here in just a minute with the game. Generals are going to have a tough game ahead of them tonight. Like I said before, Boyden Hull going undefeated so far this year, 11-0, playing many of the same teams that Sibley has, except for one, Unity Christian. So, The Generals are going to have to pull out all the stops here tonight if they want to pull out a W here. Here we are right before the tip-off. Tip-off's going to be General's ball. Tom Stone's going to get a handle on it. Lane Tangeman up the shot. Not quite there for him. Boydenhull bringing it up. Dish back outside to number 11. 55 goes up with a shot. Not quite there for number 55, Keaton Moser. 10, Carter Francis goes up with a shot. That'll sink for him. That'll be 3 for Boydenhull by Carter Francis. Brower couldn't quite find the corner shot there from Brower. Mayer tries to get the putback there. Couldn't quite get it.
Generals up in a 1-2-2 press here against the Comets. Able to break it with a fast break. And number 3, Brett Vanderwilt is going to put up a layup. It's going to be contested by Rylan Marco, and they're going to call him for a foul. That's going to send Vanderwilt to the line to shoot 2.
Like I said earlier, for any people that just tuned in here, Sibley Cheatham going to have a very, very tough game for them ahead of them tonight. Boydenhull coming into this game undefeated, 11-0, having played many of the same teams that Sibley has, save for Unity Christian. Sibley has not played them. And Boydenhull often beating those teams by a margin of about 15. So, like I said earlier, Sibley going to have to pull out all the stops here tonight to bring a W out.
Yeah, it's been really quite a show. Boydenhull is definitely the team to beat in the Siouxland Conference, and it's been a really impressive season for them.
Brower trying to shake the 2 defenders he's got on him there.
Generals want to be careful not to fall into too big of a hole early on in the game. In a few of their most recent losses, they've been able to match scoring in the second half, but that first half is where they've lost a lot of points. We want to be careful not to fall into that trap here.
Absolutely, especially with the team that has a history of such a high-scoring games like Boydenhull.
Definitely. A lot of drives, not a lot of shooting until just there. Brower up from the elbow, not gonna be able to make it. Now number 10, Carter Francis, gonna bring the ball out for the Comets. Makes a pass down inside to Bo DeYoung, but the Generals are gonna be able to deflect it off of DeYoung's knee, out of bounds. Generals ball.
Brower bringing it up for him. This is it out to Tangeman. Brower's going to get blocked on the drive in there. Doden looking for some help out there. Doden's going to drive in under the basket. Gets blocked by number 20. Gets contested by number 23. Number 23, Spencer Teslaw. Shot goes up by Mayer. That one's gonna fall from there. Nice little 2 there by Mayer. 3, excuse me.
Yeah, coming into tonight's game, Mayer hasn't necessarily been the Generals' #1 threat from the 3, but he has been able to shoot it. Comes into tonight's game 4 for 11. That's a 34 or 36% 3-point average, so not too bad. And if he keeps shooting like that, the Comets are gonna have to do something about it.
Mayer's gonna go in the inside now. That one's gonna fall from as well. 2 points, 2 more points for the Generals by Mayer. I take a stab at some Comet strategy right now. I'd say that they're trying to close off Brower at all costs, and that might be leaving Mayer open for some more opportunities this game.
Yeah, coming into tonight's game, while Brower is the leading scorer for the Generals, Mayer is the second.
There it is again. 2 more for the Generals by Mayer. Nice little put in there, and he's gonna get to go to the line now.
Coming into tonight's game, Mayer shooting at 70% from the line. Can't get that one to drop, but they will get the rebound.
Doan's gonna get the handle on that one. Doan hanging back, looking for some options. Gonna shoot it over to Brower there. Brower's gonna go up in the inside. Heavily contested down low. It's gonna be Comets ball.
Nice defense by the Comets. I know number 23, Spencer Teslaw, has been working against him. I think Keaton Mosier was also down there on the block. Really nice defense and good anticipation by the Comets there. Generals currently have a 3-point lead as they're up again in their press.
Gonna go down low to number 3, Brett Vanderwit for the put in there. 2 more for the Comets by Vanderwit.
Vanderwit again able to find that inside cut on the fast break from the press. And Generals definitely got to pick that up. Marco tries to dish to Tangeman. Gets deflected by number 10, Carter Francis of the Comets. Goes out of bounds. It's going to remain with the Generals.
Got some subs going in for Comets. Number 35, Tanner Teslaw. And number 13, Josh Hetricher. Tangeman maybe looking for some inside action there. Really tough D on Brower by Spencer Teslaw down there. And on the inside on Marco there too. Mayer's going to go up with 2 more. Not quite there for him.
Tanner Teslaw bringing the ball up the court for the Comets. He's going to kick it out over to number 23, Spencer Teslaw, for the 3, and that's going to put the Comets back in the lead with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Mayer looking for some more action. Goes in. Put up wasn't there for him.
He has been so able to drive past Josh Hitricher and whoever his earlier defender was. He's been driving in really, really aggressive this game, and I think that's led to him being the Generals' only scorer tonight.
Absolutely. 2 attempts by Comets there. Neither of them get anywhere. Spencer Teslaw is going to be at the line. Spencer Teslaw, 80% from the line so far this season.
Foul was on number 35 for the Generals, Caleb Mayer. Little substitution for the Generals. They're going to bring in Jagger Johnson for Ryan Marco.
Might be a bit of an early call here to say this so soon in the game, but Spencer Teslaw might, he's the 4th leading scorer on the Comets here, and I think he's proven himself to be a pretty reliable scorer so far for the Comets. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of action from him in this game in the future. Put up there by Chisla. It's going to fall. 2 more for the Comets by Spencer Chisla.
Comets really pressuring the Generals to not even put the ball on the ground. They're playing really tight defense here. And they're
With the Johnson. Bang! Johnson.
nice 3. That's going to bring the Generals right back into the game. The current score is 13-10 with just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. So what were some things that you saw in the first quarter?
Well, just in the first quarter there, I think we hit something that's really going to be really important in the rest of the game, is that tight D by the Comets, especially on the Generals. You know, on the outside, like you said, being afraid to even put that ball on the ground. That D is just real close up on them.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And then on the other side of the ball, the Generals, their press has been working okay. They haven't gotten any steals yet, but they've just got to be aware of any cutters down in the lane, and then they've got to make sure that they box out and don't allow any second chance points. And also being aggressive against that Comets defense, because I think when they've driven in, they've found openings for the most part.
Especially with Mayer.
Yeah.
Slaw looking like hang back for the 3 there. It's going to go over to 10. Number 10, Francis with the 3 there. That's going to fall for him. Kangeman trying to shake the defense there. Carter Brower really getting pushed back by that D.
Just really impressive footwork there by number 35, Tanner DeSlaw. It's able to keep Carter Brower from being able to drive in while still not getting called for a foul.
10 to DeSlaw for the put in there. It's going to be 2 points for the Comets by Tanner DeSlaw.
Just like that, the Comets have extended their lead back out to 8 points. The current score is 18-10. Generals would definitely like to get an extra basket with 7 seconds to go. Tangeman at the top of the key.
Going to come down to a shot. 10 DeSlaw, full court. No good. Ending score of that quarter is going to be Generals 10, Comets 18. Name of the game for the Generals, I think, is going to be being aggressive with that D, and utilizing that press to stop any right off the dime shots there.
Yeah, but the Generals need to tighten up a little bit on defense. They're playing okay on offense, and a few shots weren't dropping. I think those will begin to drop as they get more into the flow of the game. But on defense, they just got to tighten up. Look for people on the back side of the ball, away from the who they're guarding.
Nothing in particular. I think the Generals really have to close off for the Comets. They proved themselves to be adequate from 3-pointers and from down low. So just in general, closing off any opportunities for them to score.
Yeah, in the first quarter, the Generals shooting just over 30% from the field, while Boynton Hull Comets were able to shoot 46% from the field. So that shot accuracy has definitely been helpful.
Carter Brower going to bring it up for the Generals here at the start of the second quarter. That pass is going to go wide from Doden.
Able to get a hand up.
Johnson's going to get the rebound on that one.
Good hustle by Doden there. Not just give up a free layup, but contest the shot a little bit, not foul the guy, and gets the benefit that time. Johnson again from 3.
Johnson proven himself to be a pretty reliable shooter so far in this game, especially from 3. Nice little underhand pass there from Tesla to number 13, Hetritzer. Not going to quite work out for him, though.
Coming into tonight's game, Johnson shooting 23% from behind the arc, but tonight, 2 for 2, 100%. Let's see if he's able to continue that streak, because he's definitely been a momentum changer for the Generals. He scored their last 6 points.
Look at that look inside. Johnson's going to try to contest it down there. General's able to get a handle on it. Mayer's going to bring it up. Bounce pass into Marco. Marco going to muscle him in. Marco's going to get called for a travel.
Generals seem to have pulled out of their press from earlier in the game and now are falling back into 2-3 zone.
Number 11, DeYoung, trying to put some fancy footwork to use there inside. Well, it's going to be Tanner DeSlaw with the shot from the corner there. That's going to bring Comets to 3 points there.
Carter Brower drives into the elbow, then dishes out to Mayer on the right wing. Mayer looks to drive baseline, but can't find an opening. He's going to kick it back out to Brower.
Going to Marco. Johnson. Marco looking to drive in again. Dish back up to Doan. Doan with the quarter shot. No good.
Andrew Frick brings the ball up for the Comets. Dishing it around the arc. Gets a nice drive in by number 13, Josh Hitchercher, but he's not going to be able to get the layup to fall.
Doan almost looking like he could have made a nice little under the basket put up there.
Not many fouls in this game. It's been pretty clean. The Generals only have 3 fouls as a team, and the Comets only have 1.
Neither team really swiping any passes. Generals have really adapted to that tight Comets D when their passes on offense, going around the outside. You know, you endanger going over half court with those, but so far it's been working out.
Grant Brower kicks it over to Bo Jennis at the top of the key. Jennis is going to drive in. No shot there, but he's going to be able to draw a foul, and that'll send Bo Jennis to the line.
Jennis so far this year, 100% from the line. 2 shots, 100% from the line.
First shot falls off the front of the rim.
Should be noted the missing place from the Generals tonight is Trevor Doden. He's out on injury, so that's gonna be a hole in the Generals team, I think, just because he's a real reliable player, offense and defense. So he's gonna be a welcome addition whenever he's back in the game.
Generals really aggressive on that defensive stint there. Brower managed to poke the ball out and reset the play. So if they can keep up this aggressive defense, that could really help them spur on their offense, I think.
Another 2 points by number 11, DeYoung there. Brower looking for some options. You go on the outside.
Yeah, we haven't really seen a shot from Brower yet, besides his attempted layup earlier in the game. So we'll have to see if we hear more from him later on.
You gotta wonder, is that Brower being reserved, kind of holding off, so maybe the Comets start to underestimate him, or is that just because the Comets are gonna ride him so hard this entire game?
Well, he's seen some tight defense from number 23, Spencer DeSlaw, and number 13, Josh Hitchercher, which are probably some of their best defenders. So he's definitely got his work cut out for him, as the Generals now have an 11-point deficit to overcome.
Timeout here. Score is Generals 14, Comets 25. Comets really extending that lead in the second quarter here, just by denying the Generals any scoring ability there and being quick to get back to their hoop.
With play about to reset, the Generals are going to put back on about, I think, the same crew that they had before the timeout. They're going to have Bo Jennis and Lane Tenchman taking the ball up the floor with Grant Brower on the right wing, Caleb Mayer down on the block, and Thomas Doden over on the left wing.
Paskin is going to get stopped by Comets there. Jones is going to get back a handle on it. Up by Mayer. Nice little put in by Mayer there.
Yeah, and a nice dish by Grant. He maybe had a little bit of an opening, but he did see Mayer wide open down low right next to the basket and was able to make a nice cross-court pass quick over to him to get that basket.
Another three by Tanner Tesla for the Comets.
It's going to bring him up to 8 points on the game, Tanner Tesla.
Nice little bounce pass in from Doden to Tangeman there.
No Generals there for the rebound, but 3 Comets. Not really quite looking for the second chance shots.
On the inside put up there by Bo DeYoung for the Comets.
And there we go.
There's a corner three by Brower.
We did hear from him finally. Right, nice little right side shot by
Brower's going to stop the dribble in there. Doden's going to bring it up for the Generals, though. The dish out to Tangeman. That's going to get caught by, that's going to be intercepted by the Comets, though.
Number 11, Bo DeYoung, going to be able to make a nice catch and layup. Got a lot of air time on that.
Brower from the line there. That's going to fall for Brower. Brower's coming alive out there. Maybe not getting those drive-ins that he wants, but he's sticking to some inside shots, and that corner three that we saw, that was a nice little neat one.
Yeah, his shots are falling, and that's great news for the Generals. They really need points right now.
Doden really playing some tight D on number 13, Hittricher there.
Another offensive rebound for the Comets, and that's going to give them those 2 points to be able to maintain their lead. It's currently at 13 points.
DeYoung really being a threat down there under the basket. Marco going to go in for the Generals, as well as Spencer Tesla going back in, and number 55, Keaton Moser going back in.
Brower.
Another corner three by Brower.
That's going to be a little bit long. Sails it just over the hoop. General's probably trying to take advantage of Brower's 2 made shots that he just had there, but wasn't able to sink that one. Tangeman took 2 looks at it, but then decides to dish over to Marco. He's going to end up turning the ball over to number 10, Carter Francis. Fortunately, Marco's also going to commit the foul on that play. That's going to be his 2nd foul of the game, sending Francis for the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
Francis, a senior, is going to be 40% from the line so far this season. Now it's not going to fall for Francis. Brower's going to get the rebound on that. Brower's shaking the defender. Going to dish it out to Mayer, though. Tom's really trying to get in the hand on that ball from Mayer. Tangeman looking for the pass in. He might be driving in. He goes up with it. Nice little layup by Tangeman there. That's going to be 2 for the Generals.
And that's going to be a travel for number 11.
DeYoung.
Looks like he must have moved his pivot foot. Now it's going to be Generals ball with a minute 14 left in this half.
Carter Brower going back in, subbing out Bo Genis.
Brower is going to do a little bit of movement with the ball before kicking it over to Tangeman. Tangeman out
Carter
to
Brower up with a three. Hello! That'll be a nice little three for the Generals by Carter Brower. Corner shot by Stanislaw is going to go in for the Comets.
Can the Generals answer?
Brower's going to drive in. Ooh, not quite there for Brower.
And he's going to get the foul. He's going to get to shoot two. Coming into tonight's game, Brower is shooting 70% from the line. So, in all reality, the Generals haven't been too bad from the line, but the Comets have been even better. As a team, the Generals are shooting at 68% from the line, and the Comets are shooting 73%. So both teams really able to shoot from the line as far as high school goes. Brower to shoot his second here.
36 seconds left in the half here. Scores 28-39.
Brower made both his free throws, so that's going to knock the lead down to 11 points.
Tanner Dislaw trying to drive in for the layup there. Couldn't get it, but he's going to go to the line. Tanner Dislaw, 90.3% from the line so far this season, and that first one's going to fall for him. Johnson going in for Marco now. Second shot for Dislaw is going to go in. Comets now sitting at 41 points. Last 15 seconds here. General's going to have to make something happen. Carter Brower's going to drive in. Layup wasn't there for him. Final shot. Deep three by Spencer Dislaw is going to go in for the Comets. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Final score of the first half is going to be Generals 28, Comets 44. No, I was gonna say. I was gonna say about Brower a little earlier. I think this game was maybe gonna be a testament to his ability to dish out and kind of get a sense of where his other players are on the court. But if he comes alive with some shots there, like he did in that second quarter there, I think it'll be a little balance of both him shooting and him dishing it out.
Yeah, not only Brower but the rest of the team. They're gonna need to have really good court vision to be able to overcome this really tight man defense from the Comets. And I think that's going to wrap it up for the first half. Stick around, we'll be right back.
rebounding. That's going to be the name of the game going into the second half here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second half of the Spittle Cheatin' Boys versus the Boyden Hull Comets. Joshua and I, we talked over the half here, and looking at some stats, Spittle Cheatin' has less than half of the offensive rebounds as the Comets do. And just looking at the numbers here, I believe that Spittle Cheatin' has 5 defensive rebounds, and Comets have 9. Excuse me.
Yeah. So one of the major components of the game, besides the fact that the Comets are shooting slightly better right now than the Generals, has been that rebounding, those second chance points, and I think that's going to be crucial heading into the second half tonight. So as time winds down, the Generals are going to start with their starters again. They got Grant Brower, Rylan Marco, Thomas Doden, Caleb Mayer, and Lane Tanchman. All of them but Caleb Mayer are seniors, Mayer being the only junior on the starting squad. And for the Comets, they're going to start out with Brett Vanderwilt, Carter Francis, Bo DeYoung, Spencer DeSla, and Keaton Mosier. It's going to be Comets ball with number 55, Keaton Mosier, taking the ball up against the Generals, guarded by Rylan Marco. He's going to get a nice dish inside, which is going to be deflected, and it's going to be Generals ball. And Marco is going to get fouled by, looks like, number 3 for the Comets, Brett Vanderwilt.
Brower going to bring it up here for the Generals now. Comets possibly not playing, possibly changing their defense down there. Not really going for that 2-man on whoever has the ball.
Oh, there it comes, the help defense. Both defenders from the opposite side on that play came over to help in defense of, who was it driving in, Rylan Marco?
Doden.
Or
Thomas Doden. Shot goes up by number 11, Bo DeYoung. Couldn't quite get it to fall in there. It's going to be General's ball. Tangeman going to bring it up. Tangeman going to go over to Marco, who's going to go down to the corner of Brower. General's passing around outside of the arch there. Marco calling Grant to set a screen. He's going to go, Lane almost had the attempt under the basket there. Marco's going to go back out to Doden though. Marco's going to drive in,
They're gonna bring
lose
the help
control of the ball.
defense. Again, that help defense going to be able to jar the ball loose from Marco. That's going to cause a turnover. But we've got another turnover on the other end, a travel. So it's going to be General's ball. Going to get another whack at it here, and we'll see if they're able to score some points. Tangeman bringing the ball up. He's going to cross over back and forth before bringing it to Mayer on the right wing. Marco going to drive in again. This time a kick out to the opposite side. Lane Tangeman going to go up for a 3. That one's going to fall off the front side of the rim. No good.
Layup attempt by DeYoung. Not going to happen. Brower trying to shake some defenders, get on the inside. Going to dish it out to Mayer. Mayer up with the shot from the inside. Brower's going to get a handle on it. Brower's going to get a nice little layup for 2.
Definitely what the Generals wanted. They wanted to jump out and get some points, especially to try and start to dig in against this deficit that they've made for themselves in the second half.
Tesla trying to back down Brower under the Comets basket there. Brower's not going to let it happen.
Still able to get the shot off though, and that's going to be 2 more points for the Comets. Now on the offensive end, Doden seems to be sizing up the court a little bit before he drives in.
Doden's going to get called for a foul there.
Crowd not too happy about the travel call there, but the play continues.
In my personal opinion, I think the ref was justified in that call there. Number 10, Francis up with a shot from 3. That's not going to have fallen in for him.
Now Brower going to be taking the ball up the court for the Generals, bringing it over to the right side. He's going to give it to Tangeman. He's going to then swing it over to Mayer.
There's nice
drives
and
in.
some pump fakes there.
Trying to get the defense off balance, but they're not falling for it. They're just really locked in right now. Excellent defense by the Comets.
Marco looking for a dish out. Gonna go to Brower. Brower's gonna go into the basket. 3 defenders on him right in the basket there. Not gonna get a shot off.
3 up by number 23 for the Comets, but that one's gonna be no good. Rebound by Mayer. He's
Mayer's gonna drive
in.
straight to the basket. Not there for Mayer. DeYoung's gonna go straight to the basket now. He's
Very-
gonna get fouled. That's right.
And number 22, Rylan Marco. That's going to be his 4th foul of the game.
DeYoung gonna go to the line here. Bo DeYoung, 73.3% from the line here.
And makes the first time.
The first half really proving himself to be a real threat under the basket, and I think that's going to continue if the first few minutes of the third quarter have been any semblance of what the rest of the game's going to be.
He, DeYoung is one of 3 of the Comets who are now in double digits for scoring. Brower driving in baseline, isn't able to find anything, but he'll kick it out to Doden for the 3. That's going to be no good short. It's going to lead to some fast break here for the Comets.
DeYoung's going to go over to number 55. 55
Wow.
going to drive onto the basket.
Did you see that pass? That was an absolute bullet from DeYoung across the court. He's not going to be able to make the shot, but number 55, Keaton Mosier, the receiver of that fireball, is going to be sent to the line to shoot 2.
Real comet of a pass, if you will. Mosier, but Comets' leading scorer, I should point out, 72.7% from the line. Curious, though, we haven't seen a lot of action from him in this game. He's only scored 3 points, and usually averages 16 points per game. So,
Brower on the fast break. He's going to pull up for a deep 2. That one's going to be no good. And it's going to be right again into another fast break for the Comets.
DeYoung under the basket. He's going to get an and one.
Whew. It's going to be a foul on number 12 for the Generals, Bo Jenis. It's going to send DeYoung to the line. Chance of the 3-point play here. And he makes the free throw. That's going to extend the Comets' lead out to 22 points. The current score is 30-52 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Brower trying to shake his defender there. Going to dish it out to Tangeman. Tangeman over to Carter Brower.
All this help defense from the Comets has made it really difficult for the Generals to be able to penetrate deep into the lane. So
Bo Jenis has an open shot there.
they're having to take a lot of threes.
Overshoots it. DeYoung looks like he was going to go on for the drive there, but he's going to pass it out to Mosier. Mosier's shot is going to go over the hoop there.
It's going to be a reaching call fouled on number 23 for the Comets, Spencer DeSla, guarding Grant Brower. It's his first foul of the night.
Tanner Tesla and number 24, Andrew Frick, going to go back into the game.
Carter Brower with the Generals.
Really trying to back down
loses the
Tanner
ball.
Tesla there. That's going to be out of bounds on the Comets. That's still going to be Generals ball.
Tanner DeSla lost his grip there. He almost had a chance for a fast break layup probably.
Jagger Johnson going in for Lane Tangeman. Johnson looking for some help.
A lot of help defense from the Comets. Again, like I said earlier, it's making it really difficult for the
Jump shot
Generals,
by Brower. Gonna go in.
for the Generals to be able to get those inside shots. They're just collapsing down whenever they drive in.
Shot goes up by DeYoung. No, not there. And a bounce pass. I think that's going to be an offensive rebound. That one's going to go in. Number 35, Tanner Tislaw. General's going to call a timeout there. So a little more offensive rebound action from the Comets there in those few minutes.
Yeah, that's been a major contributing factor, I think, to the extension of their lead as we approach the fourth quarter. In the third quarter so far, the Generals have scored 5 points, whereas the Comets have scored 10. That's just not going to cut it if the Generals are going to try to
Absolutely
climb
not.
back into this game.
I think it's incredible, though, how locked in this Boyden Hull defense is. They're locked in. They're real tight up on their guy. It's really admirable, if you ask me.
Yeah, the defense, like I've been talking about, have been doing a really good job of helping and collapsing. If the Generals would look to the other side, maybe they would be able to find some cross-court openings for maybe a three or maybe a pump fake drive in. But right now they've got to do something with the lead at 21 points.
From memory, I think they did discover that with Bo Jennings. They went for that cross court. Jones couldn't make it fall there, but if they find that opening enough, I think eventually they'll start making some of those.
I definitely agree. They've got to do more looking for that open man, because whenever someone else's man is on you, that means they are open.
Generals just can't seem to back him down under the hoop.
Johnson gonna pass it down to Jennings inside. Can't quite get the angle.
Mosier under the hoop, looking for some help. Gonna go out to Spencer Tislaw. Out to Tanner Tislaw. Tanner Tislaw for 3, not gonna go in.
Another offensive rebound for the Comets, and that's gonna be number 24, the senior Andrew Frick, who's gonna get that basket to roll in. His first points of the night.
Howard really trying to shake the defenders inside there. Gonna dish back out to Bo Jennings. Bo Jennings attempts a bounce pass in to Brower there. That's gonna go off Mosier's foot.
Comets gonna substitute number 13, Josh Titcher, in for number 23, Spencer Tislaw.
Mayer under the basket. Reverse layup, not going to get in there. DeYoung shaking Brower down there. Going to go to Mosier. Mosier with the 3. No good.
Man, Mosier has not been getting anything to fall tonight. Still only at 3 points. Well below his season average.
Bo Jennings up with a 3. Not there for him. Tanner Tislaw looking for the... Mosier's going to go down low. Mosier finally gets some points on the board with a nice little layup there. Jagger into Grant Brower. Grant Brower really getting some D from 24 and 13. He's going to lose handle on the ball there.
Comets really able to find those openings down low. General's defense kind of struggling to be able to cover on the backside.
That's right, and that's going to result in another 2 points for the Comets by Hetricher this time. Mayer's going to drive in, contested layup. Not going to get the put in there, but he's going to get 2 shots.
Foul's going to be on number 11, DeYoung, and that's going to be his 3rd foul of the night.
Caleb Mayer, a junior, is 70.4% from the line so far this season. Early in the game, he was really the General's main plug for points, but of course Brower has proven himself to come back to kind of be a good source of those. The end of the third quarter, score is going to be Generals 34, Boyden Hull 60.
Quite a mountain they've got to climb here for the Generals to be able to get back in this game. But props to props to the Comets. They've been doing a really nice job on defense, and they've been able to really find the open man and the holes in the Generals' defense to be able to score the amount that they've scored so far this season. Coming into tonight's game, the Comets are averaging 73 points a game, I believe 74 points per game, and the Generals are averaging 63 points per game. So while those aren't really comparison as far as it's dependent upon who they're playing, but it is interesting to note that both teams able to put up a lot of points while the Comets have obviously been able to put up more.
That's right. I think so. And I think what we really need to focus on is I think what the Generals really need to focus on, is those getting those rebounds, and then like you brought up earlier, getting the cross court looks, especially with such admirable defense from the Comets. Brower with the corner shot. Brower's gonna make that one fall. Nice little three by Brower.
Again, proving that you can't just leave him unguarded in the corner, and he's gonna make him pay that time. Just what the Generals needed coming out of the gate here in the fourth quarter.
Mosier gonna go all the way around the outside, and a dish back out to DeYoung.
Marco back in the game, playing with 4 fouls. He is guarding Mosier for the Comets.
10 to the slot, gonna get a layup for the Comets there.
As the lead stands, the Generals currently are trailing by 25. Doden inside. He's going to be able to draw the foul off of his nice little baseline drive.
Foul is gonna be on number 35, I believe.
Coming into tonight's game, Doden has been fairly reliable from the line. He's 74% on the season. Misses the first one there. It's going to be another timeout for the Generals.
While we're on the subject of Doden, I think he's been kind of a sleeper player for the Generals so far this game. Proven to be reliable. And if you look anywhere in the season, the same thing can be said. He really hustles down the court, and he can get those baseline drives in. On occasion, he can get a nice three to fall in.
Yeah, I think the decision to leave him in, while he doesn't average as many points as a game as some of the other Generals players, the decision to leave him in allows him to really use his high energy to kind of create a spark for a comeback, which is what the Generals are needing at this point. A lot of those high energy hustle plays and those quick steals and fast break layups can really contribute to a team's momentum overall. Comets come out of the huddle. They're going to be playing number 11, Bo DeYoung, number 13, Josh Kittredger, number 24, Andrew Frick, number 35, Tanner Tisla, and number 55, Keaton Mosier. Generals look like they're fielding their starting crew again. Back again in their press from earlier in the game and being very aggressive. Doden, like we talked about, he's going to be able to get that steal and draw the foul on number 13, Josh Kittredger.
Very aggressive press coming out of that huddle from the Generals.
Totally different face than we saw in the fourth quarter, or in the first quarter. Now Tangerman going to take the ball inbounds for the Generals. It's Brower up at the top of the key.
While looking for some options, you can go over to Doden. Brower's going to go up on the inside. Not quite there for him. Mosher's going to get that rebound for the Comets.
Another powerful pass across by number 55 this time, Mosier.
DeYoung under the basket. Goes up for it. Shot's not there, but he's going to get 2.
It's going to be a foul on number 22, Marco, and he's going to foul out this game with no points, but I think some significant defensive contributions to the game, and definitely some good ball handling as he always does.
Typically, you're not gonna foul out without being a pretty strong. If you're a good player, a good defensive player, you're not gonna foul out with at least a few good defensive moments. And I think Marco had those this game.
Jagger Johnson is going to be subbed in for Marco there.
Second one's gonna fall for DeYoung. Brower and Tangeman bringing it up. Tangeman looks like he's driving. He can dish it out to Brower.
Brower smooth dribbling there, and he's going to kick it over to Johnson. Can't get the three to fall.
We got a shoe came off out there. That's going to be a Comet shoe. And Johnson tries another three attempt there. This one's not going to fall in for him, but he had two earlier in the game, and those were nice little neat ones. Pretty good. Good points for Johnson.
Doden going to drive in on the baseline and gets the layup to fall just what the Generals needed. They're able to knock the lead down to 24. And now we got 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Big pass from Mosier over to Slaw down there.
And there's that Doden hustle, being able to get down in the lane and deflect that pass. That would have been a wide open layup for the Comets, but Doden hustling back, able to knock the ball out of bounds. Johnson guarding the ball. Andrew Frick had it. And now it's going to be up on top with number 10, Carter Francis. Able to find DeYoung inside. Can't get the layup to fall, but that's going to be another foul called against the Generals. Number 35, Caleb Mayer, I believe. No, number 14, Thomas Doden is going to get charged with that one. His second foul of the night.
Thankfully, yeah, none of the rest of the Generals and dangerously close to fouling out. Doden having the most on the court with 2 now. But he's going to get subbed out for Carter Brower.
Generals may be shifting over to Carter Brower to try and generate some more offensive power, as coming into tonight's game, Carter Brower does average 11 points per game and only has 3 tonight, so possibly hoping that he's due for a few more.
That's right. Generals having a lot of offensive threats on the court right now. Really in an attempt to probably to close up that gap.
Nice little deflection there by Brower. As he get kicked over and around. Generals really in fast
Mayer up
motion.
with it. Layup by Mayer there. It's going to be a nice little neat one.
Yeah, going up. Looked like almost for a dunk. Really powerful layup by Mayer. But the Comets are going to answer. Number 24, Andrew Frick, is going to make that layup. Mayer looks like he might have gotten poked in the eye, but walks it off. Carter Brower not going to be able to get his 3-shot to fall, but the Generals finally coming through with one of those offensive rebounds, and that's going to lead to another 2 points for them. Current lead is at 23 points, score 44-67.
Slaw driving in, dishing it out to Frick. DeYoung under the basket. Looks like he was maybe about to go up with it, but about to dish out, but he gets fouled by Mayer before he can do.
It's called for a traveling.
Oh, traveling call. Excuse me.
A few substitutions for the Generals. They're gonna bring in Jack Carlson and Trevin Wasmond. Some junior representation on the court for the Generals.
You're seeing the future of the Varsity Boys General Basketball program right here.
Carter Brower able to drive in and get the foul. He's got those long arms and he's able to reach around and gets up a shot even though he's pretty well covered. So that's gonna be able to earn him this chance to shoot some free throws.
Carter Brower, 77% from the line so far this season. Second one's not going to fall for Carter Brower there. Comets going around the outside. No one down low, really. Not looking for that look. Frick's going to drive in, dish it back out. And Spencer DeSlaw is going to drive in. Not quite there for him.
Shot by number 3. Brett
Vanderwilt. Not going to fall, though.
Turnover by Generals down low is going to lead to the Comets getting a second chance. And number 24, the senior Andrew Frick for the Comets, is going to have a chance for 2.
About 4 minutes left in the game here. Score is Generals 45, Comets 67. Spencer Tesla coming out for the Comets, subbing in number 42, Dylan Miller. Second one's going to fall for the Comets there.
Carter Brower going to go up with a 3 here. That's going to be a little bit wide left. It's going to get quickly recovered by Andrew Frick.
Andrew Frick with some fancy ball work over there. He's going to go get around his defender. Drive in by number 10, Francis. He's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line.
Yeah, coming into tonight's game, Francis hasn't really been to the line much. He only has 5 free throws on the season in 11 games. So interesting that he's already shot 4 tonight.
That's right. He is going to get his first points of the night, though. First 2 points of the night from those free throws. Pass from Janice to Carlson's going to go out of bounds. Comets bringing it up. Foul is going to be, or travel is going to be called on number 13, Hitcher there.
And Carter Brower is going to bring the ball up the court for the Generals. They've got just over 3 minutes. And Johnson now on the left wing, looking inside to Trevin Wasmond. Going to be able to draw a foul. And the Generals are in the bonus, so Wasmond is going to shoot.
A lot of subs going in for the Comets now.
Yeah, on the season for free throws, Wasmond is 2 for 2, so hasn't missed yet. Unfortunately, going to end that streak there.
Comets going to pass it around the outside. Looking for a drive in perhaps, and they're going to get it with number 15. He's going to go up for a shot. Number 15. Brunsting. Brunsting's going to go be at the line. He was fouled. Brunsting, a sophomore, so far this year, has not shot any free throws. This will be his first of the season, starting it off with 100%.
And gets the second one to drop as well. It's gonna lead to a timeout for the Generals. They're currently trailing by 27, with the Comets having 72, while they have 45. Gonna call a timeout here, probably to discuss their game plan for these last 3 minutes.
That's right. I think they're just gonna try to make this just a good game to wrap it up here.
Yeah, I mean they're playing probably the best team in the Siouxland Conference by record, and a team that's ranked second that's like in the States. So it's definitely a good experience for them here. And you always get better when you play against the best. So they've got a great opportunity here.
That's right. Though they are getting a little swamped here in points, I think that the Generals have made an admirable attempt here tonight. A lot of good moments coming out of their team. A lot of good moments coming out of the Generals. A lot of different skills being showcased also.
Yeah, and it never felt like they lost their intensity, even though they were down by 20 points for a while there in the third and fourth quarter.
Especially now, a lot of intensity, a lot of action going on there. That's going to result in Carter Brower getting to go to the line. Just speaking in general terms, I think we've talked a lot about how one of the Generals' strengths really seems to be lots of energy, lots of stamina throughout the entire game. I think if we go to the other side, to the Comets, I think a big strength of them that we've said multiple times in this stream so far is their strong defense, very strong defense.
Johnson not able to make the transition layup there. Comets are able to hustle back and get a block. But the ball is still going to remain with the Generals as number 42, Dylan Miller, is going to commit the double dribble. And now it's going to lead to Bo Jonas having the ball at the top of the key for the Generals. Brower kicks it over to Johnson. Johnson up to the top of the key. Carlson looks to drive in and finds an opening.
Carlson's going to get some nice little layup there. Comets doing a lot of cutting going around the outside. 44 going to go up the shot, not there for him.
So looking ahead for the Generals as we approach kind of the rest of the season, they're gonna be playing Sioux Central again on Friday, whereas the Comets are gonna head on the road to George Little Rock, which should be a great game this Friday. Both teams really having pretty successful seasons, and then on the road again to South O'Brien before they get to host Central and Rock Rapids at home.
We look back in the history of games so far this season, when last time Sibley Cheaton and Sioux Center played, Sibley Cheaton lost 60-73. We'll have to see how this next game pays off on Friday. And if we look into the past of the Comets with their game coming up against Georgia Little Rock, they won 71-66.
And it looks like that might have been their closest game this season. Yeah, so definitely an important game coming up for the Comets this Friday. Carter Brower going to drive in, not able to get the layup to fall. Just a minute to go in the fourth quarter.
Johnson going to bring it up for the Generals now. Johnson can go over Brower. Brower with a three. Not there for Brower.
Generals seem to be really kind of pressuring the ball, and that leads to another turnover.
This time a travel on number 40, Tanner Lockhorst.
Carter Brower going to have the ball for the Generals at the top of the key. We got 40 seconds left. Looks over to Jagger Johnson. Finds Trevin Wasman inside for a nice hook shot, left-hand hook. Excellent shot by Trevin Wasman there. Comets swing the ball around the arc, and they're going to find number 4, then out to number 40. Tanner Lockhorst with a three. It's going to be no good.
Carlson and Johnson going to bring it up for the Generals. About 10 seconds left.
It looks like Johnson's just going to dribble it out. And that should wrap things up. A pretty admirable admirable attempt at the sitting Kings.
I'd say
Siouxland
definitely the standout team of the Siouxland Conference. Final score of this game is going to be Sibley-Cheatham 50, Boyden Hull 74.
Yeah, if we take a look back at the stats here, we can see the Generals. They didn't shoot terrible. I mean,
I don't think
pretty much about the season average as far as field goal percentage goes, and also for 3-point percentage, about the same. Free throws were a little bit down, and then when we look across at the Comets.
Yeah, I don't think the Generals did anything terrible at all this game. I don't think anything they did this game was terrible. They were just I mean when you're playing a game against the team who's gone undefeated in the conference, obviously if you put up an admirable attempt, you're doing a good job.
Yeah, they did what they could. The Comets came out. They shot 53% from the field, and about the same percent from three as the Generals. And I think when it came down to it, it was that tight defense and the offensive rebounds that really did the Generals in tonight.
Absolutely. I think I guess the Generals. It's hard to do, but you gotta adjust to the team you're playing to, and maybe they might have done the best they could out there. And when you're playing against an undefeated team, that might not just be enough.
Yeah. Well, we invite you to come back on Friday to watch the Generals as we take on Sioux Center Warriors. But for tonight, I think that's gonna wrap it up from me and all of us here at the Stream Team. Have a good rest of the week.